Welcome to another video, guys. Today we're going to be talking about Protoss Mage and this particular version with which Magma interface did really well in Top Legend. I'm going to give you a quick guide about it, talk about mulligans, win rates, and general tips so you guys know what you could be doing with as well as against this deck. So I hope you find the video helpful, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be great. But now let's check out the guide.
You are not prepared!
Here's the list I used, and it's a pretty classic standard list we have seen before. We do have things like wisps in here, and before you decide to maybe change it for something a bit more helpful, don't forget this is only in here for the main reason that it activates Elise. Another thing that wisp could be doing is with all of the discovered spells you could be having, you could actually get some synergies with the wisp, because there is a card that actually gives you card draw thanks to it. And also, sometimes you will be struggling with hand size issues, so this would be a nice cheap thing to be dropping without costing you mana, so you can actually draw something more useful instead. We also have Arcane Artificer in here with which you could be getting yourself a good amount of armor. You could also tempo it out early on so you can have something to trade stuff with, and a lot of the times opponents would actually do some crazy things like coin just for sake of killing it, and that could be a pretty good win for you. The Seabreeze Chalice is great against all sorts of early game aggression, and you could be killing off even things through stealth. The Photon Cannon is obviously a great Protoss spell with which not only are you going to be increasing the damage of the Colossus at the end, but also reduce its cost. Primordial Glyphs are mainly in here so you can discover yourself more stuff like Photon Cannons, Shield Batteries, as well as Resonance Coils, and heck, even Chrono Boots. But in some cases you could also discover crazy things like Huddle Up, which could literally win you the game on the spot. As soon as turn 4 or 5, that could be crazy good for you. You could also use it for card draw, for control, and anything in between, so all around it is a great card. The Shield Battery is super amazing because you could be playing it even on turn 2 so you can follow up with a turn 3 Chrono Boost, or you could just gain yourself armor for free and use Photon Cannon, or just use a 1 mana Resonance Coil, which could also be pretty good. Single copy of Smoldering Grove in here will help you with the card draw. Sometimes you're going to be suffering from too much card draw, but a lot of the times you're actually going to find yourself with nothing to do, and this would be a great card with which you could be drawing a lot of stuff. Only for 2 mana you could be drawing up to 3 cards, but there is the downside that on turn 3 you need to play this or lose it. A single copy of UFO Brewmaster could be used in all sorts of different ways. The main one would be for the Colossus, but you could also be using it on things like Sleet Skater, and heck, even things like Bob. The Resonance Coils are amazing because they're a great single target removal for some big men, but you're also going to get yourself an extra Protoss spell, and that could be from different classes, so you could be getting yourself some cool Druid or Rogue spells with which you could be doing some crazy things. A couple of tight pools will help you with a bunch of extra random stuff, and the main reason why this is good is it actually has a chance of giving you an extra coil, shield battery, or photon cannon, or heck, even things like Primordial Glyph. Problem is this doesn't give you a discount, but it's still a great thing to be doing, especially if you're lacking card draw. Elise the Navigator is also in here. You could be using her in all sorts of different ways. You could be going for 1 mana to discover yourself extra spells. You could be going for 5 mana to get yourself some rushers or discover extra spells again. Usually you're never gonna go for 10 mana, but yeah, having an extra way to actually discover spells with a discount could be good because it could give you extra Protoss stuff. The Warp Gate is also pretty decent with which you could be doing even 2 Colossus at the same time, or you could just play a Chrono Lord Deos plus a Colossus. That can also be pretty huge, and that is actually one of the main ways you're gonna be winning with this deck. The Chrono Boosts are amazing in here because you have so many Protoss stuff in here, like you have 2 Colossuses, 2 Chrono Boosts, 2 Coils, 2 Locations, 2 Shield Batteries, and 2 Photon Cannons, so you're almost never gonna run out of things to draw with your Chrono Boosts, and also getting yourself an extra 3/4 Charger could be nice. A couple of Sleet Skaters are pretty unfair, not gonna lie. With this thing you could be negating so much extra tempo for the opponents. Not only are they gonna be scared to be playing big men against you, but if they do, you're also gonna gain a shit ton of armor, and they're never gonna get to attack basically, especially if you bounce it with the Brewmaster. Bartender Bob is another way you could be board locking opponents basically, but in some niche scenarios you could even use them to draw a minion and get yourself extra copies of it. If you're against something like a big Death Knight or a lot of Armor Warrior, you could be drawing yourself extra copies of Colossus this way. Puzzle Master Khadgar in some cases could be coming in with the clutch for you. Chrono Lord Deos is amazing basically so you can double up your Colossus, but in some niche scenarios you could also be using it in other different ways. And don't forget, if you actually have a Khadgar already equipped, you could also Chrono Lord Deos into Colossus, and the end turn effect from Khadgar is gonna cast twice. Estera is also pretty nutty in here, but because your combo is kinda expensive sometimes, and this way you could actually get yourself a lot of extra mana to work with. And last but not least, we have the Colossus, which does his damage twice, and it does even go through things like Death Rattles and Reborns, which could be pretty huge. All around with this deck, you could go very greedy, or you could go very tempo oriented. Like sometimes you actually need to wait around with the Colossus until you have the OTK, but in other scenarios you gotta tempo him as soon as you can, stick him on the board, and win like that. So definitely don't always try to OTK people. In some cases you do it gradually, in other cases you do a lot of chip damage, and in other cases you just go super greedy for the super late game so you can actually OTK in a single good turn. If you're playing against this deck, obviously things like Dirty Rat or Ham the Hungry could be helpful, but a lot of the times a single good hit is not gonna be enough, so keep that in mind. This deck does have a limit to its damage, but it's pretty high, and it could go into the triple digits, so just armoring up or gaining health usually is not gonna be enough, so there's that too. Matchup wise, here's what the stats are showing. Things like Death Knights would be a problem. Most of the Demon Hunters are also not your friends. A Viana Druid apparently is a little bit too quick with the random BS. Aggro Rogue is definitely a very big no-no for you. Psycho Rogue is also too quick. Mid-range Shaman could be a problem. Dragon Warrior as well. And it just goes to show how strong this deck is, even though it actually has some pretty bad matchups, especially from Diamond through Legend. I do believe this deck does have quite the high skill cap, however, so the better you are, the better these stats are going to be looking like, and this is one of the reasons why this deck is actually hella good in top Legend. For the mulligan, here's what we have going first. Shield Batter would be pretty good, Primordial Glyph, the card drop, the Photon Cannon, Resonance Coil, the Tide Pool could be nice, Arcane Artificer for turn 1, depending on the matchup, a Chalice could be decent, at least the Navigator usually is always going to be great, and if you're curving into a Chrono Boost, that can also be huge. Same can be said for Warp Gate, but try to have a good curve for it. On the coin, we can see plenty of the same stuff. Basically, get your good Protoss spells, get your card draw, get your Elise, and depending on the matchup, you might be looking for some removal, and you should be good. All around, the deck is not too expensive, it's not too cheap either, but it's definitely pretty strong. I hope the guide helped you play with and against this deck, and if it did, a like and subscribe would be great. But now let's check out some of my games on my road back to Legend. Even though the games start from Bronze, I'm still playing against top Legend players, so don't worry about the quality of gameplay. Hope you enjoy. Let's kick things off with some violence.
Celeste versus Jaina.
You asked for it. The possibilities are endless.
Кои искаш, бе?
Да се разберем за утре.
Okay, let's see now. Is this a mirror? Kinda looks like it. Yeah. 2026, great year for Hearthstone. Well, let's hope. Yeah, it just never happened, man. Does not exist. Honestly, keeping the 1-3 probably was not such a bright idea against this guy. It's just giving him a target to fuck with. Lucky for us, apparently he doesn't have great Protoss spells to fuck around with. Sadly, none of these are good. None of these are good. Matter of fact, they were goodn't. Okay, it looks like it's a Dragon Mage against us, actually. Problem is that deck is actually kind of strong against some like ours, because they're gonna be quick. They don't play too much minions early on either, so nothing for my Protoss spells to fuck around with much. We might have some issues here. We might have some problems. Either way, let's start discounting. Gotta be quick against these people. Triple UDK? What is even that, Sabo? What is this triple unholy DK you speak of? Well, that's mildly annoying, not gonna lie. But we have two of them. And against this guy, we're not even gonna need to do that much, so. I think it's kind of fine. Should I just do this? I could just do this. That is not bad at all. That is not bad at all. Okay, 7 mana, what's his face? Feel like not discovering right now, because if next turn I do this, I am gonna have some hand size issues anyway. Ah. Facts. Good call. Sounds interesting, Sabo. Definitely gonna take a look at it then. Okay. Okay, good thing we didn't click that location last time. Here we go. Gotta start making some room. Or I could just draw right now, wait things over. Might as well. Bit fucked. Gonna grab this because it's the cheapest, and I'm gonna waste it on this crap. Gotta be managing that hand size of ours. BUU? So it's just a normal... No, it's not normal, is it? Is it? Isn't it still normal leech control deck? Kinda sounds like it. Yeah, you dick. That ought to do it. Yeah, it's still basically Leech deck, but it does have some interesting stuff like Soul Searching and Valric, I guess. Something. No corpse explosion in it though, so I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Still does look a bit different though. Could be worth a check.
I remember this place well.
I think I'm gonna go with 1 mana for the sake of keeping it cheap.
I remember this place well.
This doesn't discount much. Neither of them these do much. Fuck.
Energizing.
Okay. It's kind of fine. I guess we could have played it differently. But it's kind of fine. Gotta start doing a little bit more moves against this guy, because we might be in danger soon. I mean, real soon. Okay, he's... Where the fuck did that Luna's Galaxy come from? Let's make some hand size space as well, I guess. Something like that. Okay, this ain't too bad. Yeah, State Skater is way too busted. Always has been. Makes it so annoying to play against, not gonna lie. Dicks! Okay.
Drink with me, friend.
Is he gonna be able to handle a Deos on the board right now, though? We're about to find out. It'd be a lot cooler if he couldn't. Okay, he did. He did, chat. Sadly, he did. Some of that Toki bullshit, actually. Okay, I think we're fine against this guy, then. I got to gain a gajillion armor with the Skatey Boy. Some of that skate hard. That Ember. Okay. Nice. Well, there's the second half. We have 18 damage showing. I mean, it's not showing. And if I do it this turn, next turn, he might be dead. Unless he has a Celiax. I think Hostage Mage does run Celiax, don't it? Let's just go ahead and do this for now. Think be fine. This guy doesn't have some sort of OTK, right? He's just slow as fuck and controls the shit out of us. Let's try and draw a gajillion cards. Because if I went with Ziliax there, and I mean, if I went with the Colossus and he went with a Ziliax turn after, I wouldn't have been happy, especially if he has another dirty deck. Nerve the Skeeter. Skeet, skeet, skeet. Not fair, he gains 3 armor like that. Fuck. Yeah, that might be worth a cool ass. Be a lot cooler if I cool ass that. Gotta cool that ass of his.
Time runs out on me.
It's a lot of card draw he got. Ah, fuck. Right now, 2 Colossuses cost me. The second one's gonna be 9. So he dead. Had to double check my quick math, but he dead. The quick math had to be double checksicled. Wasn't he dead last turn? What did I do last turn? Didn't I discover a proto spell last turn or something? Yeah, I did. I did. So this is the first turn we could have killed him. I think. I'm not gonna put money on it. I mean, we're just gonna see it on the video, but I'm very, very quick at math, guys. What can I say? First game of the year, so cut me some slack, okay? Okay, against the Shaman. I like that.
The possibilities are endless.
What's that one, Sabo? Do let me know. Ooh, look at that. Battery into Chrono on turn 3. That's always the bomb. That's gonna be bomb-tastic. Hey, how's it going, Anto? You know it, brother. We in the zone now. Okay, Chrono is the way to go. Nice. I'm poke his mouth. I think we can close this game a lot sooner if we do some of that chip damage. That Ember. He will beg for mercy and I will deny him. Nice little free health minion you got there. Be a damn shame if something were to happen to it. Not bad at all. I think we're supposed to have fun in this one, guys. And we will. Is he gonna coin out a bunch of 2/4s? Feels like it. No. At least. Guess not. Ooh. Well, I gotta kill that. It's gonna cost me about 350, but we killing it. That Ember. But I got bigger fish to fry right now. That ain't too bad. Should I just shell S? Might as well. Nah, fuck that. I'd rather be efficient with my mana expenditure. Phew. This is insane. This is insane how quick we're amping damage up. Cool S is literally playable on turn 7 if we location next turn. Or I could just keep on chrono boosting and that might actually be even the better play. Oof, it's a big amount of damage. Nothing a skater can't stall, but let's see.
Much to ponder.
I think I'm gonna go like that. Sadly, this was the worst outcome. We have 20 damage, which is still shorter than 24, which we could have dropped him on. Or even 23, but really wish we saw the shield battery there. Shield battery would have been the bomb. The bomb. Next turn I could gain a gajillion armor. Turn after maybe a cool ass, turn after another one. Although that does bring him into Zilliax potentials. God damn it, was the warp the play? Oof. Yeah, that's fucked. That got 0 to fucky real fucking fast. 0 to fucky real fucky fast. I'm actually gonna bounce the big one.
Drink with me, friend.
Welcome to the end, friend.
He deals 15, we gain 17 armor in the process. Okay, that's also mildly annoying though. That's not bad. I really hope he doesn't have the free mana Fable bullshit. It'd be a lot cooler if he don't.
Much to ponder.
We almost have lethal, but we don't. Happy New Year to you too, Kex. Welcome, welcome. He gets plus 10 out of that, so should be one off. I'm gonna leave these, but if he does have the AoE, he'll be able to clear everything. 20, 22 right now. He does fucking have this. We're not dead, but we're not very happy either. Another Furious Fel and we're dead. Well, it's gonna be a Colossus. Could drop a location first, might as well. Does he have another Furious Fel though? Maybe I should have just Colossus last turn. No, if I did that, I was dead, wasn't I?
I remember this place well.
He needs to go for a spell and plus attack, I'd say. Hey, congrats, man. Good job. Let's see it. There's that spell, there's that +2 attack. Is he gonna find it? Be a lot cooler if he didn't. Uh-huh. He's hovering the first one for a while now. I guess he did not find it, I think. Okay. There we go. Always nice seeing the mid-range shaman die, even though it's with another cancer deck. Still, we take those anyway. We take those. That was closer than it should have been, it feels like. We got extremely lucky with those discovers. Like, what was that? An extra Primordial, extra... No, that was the other game, but all around we definitely had quite the good curve here. He still managed to actually get us pretty close to Pepsi Max there. We had the butt clench a little bit more than we would like to have, but still. A lot of the times with this deck, you gotta be butt clenching. They don't call it Prison Mage for nothing. I don't know who's calling it Prison Mage, but I think they should. Hilarious.
This is the Thunder King!
Energy made manifest.
The possibilities are endless.
Against Shaman again. This ought to be good. Ravenous Demon Hunter is great, Big Demon Hunter is fine, Peddler Demon Hunter is fine, Aggro Demon Hunter, heck, even No Minion Demon Hunter is fine. All of those decks could be hitting Legends, some easier than others, but all around, they are all fine. That Ember. Get outskilled. This could be massive. Turn 4 huddle up, sounds good to me. Shaman really doesn't handle that well. I think this is gonna just win us the game right now. Could play a bunch of 4/4s now, but doesn't. Couple of 3/2s, is it? No, a bunch of nothing. Well, let's see it, Chief. Can you handle that? Have you slammed yet? Those are cards. Couple of big 3/8s. The 1/3 is nice. This guy is not a happy bunny right now.
Remember this place well.
He a happy bunny-ant. Get huddled up, son. Hoodle. That's pretty premium. Everybody that's sick of mid-range shaman should be loving this. But everybody's sick of Protoss Mage. Can't help it. Everybody at the same time, guys. Pretty much say my name. It's kinda insane. Especially when you're on the coin. Get a load of this guy. Get huddled. Huddle Mage strikes again, guys. Huddle Mage did it. I mean, Aggro Demon Hunter is still decent. It's a pretty linear deck, though. I don't even know, Kaz. But to be fair, it's not the only card that's busted about this deck, is it? Let's try like that. Zephyrus. That Ember. Yeah, pretty much. Ooh. Okay, could be location. Actually, location didn't run Mista Vista, so what is he done? Should I get the Stellar? A bit expensive in it. Cycles me though. The others are kinda pretty ass. Yeah, that was kind of fun, but a little bit too fun now, wasn't it? Let's be greedy about it.
I remember this place well.
That Ember. Nice little target we got there. Yeah. The plan is coming together. Oof, that's massive. Kinda wanna use this before I use that. It's gonna cost me a coin though. I'm gonna do it. Next turn Chrono is kinda scary. Unless we top deck a Wisp. Or a Shield Battery. Might have to just Primordial if shit like that happens. Okay, and we kinda denied him using that. Photon Cannon doesn't allow me to play Chrono here. Damn it, dude. Should I just Photon his mouth? This guy's not gonna give me too much minions to fuck with, so... Might just have to spend the mana, don't I? Could kill off my own stuff, but I also don't do much stuff. There's something I could have fucked. So does this mean this guy is 100? Kinda feels like it. We were gonna burn a card if I Chrono Boost there. Didn't feel like doing it, I don't know. Another Photon Cannon. That ain't bad. Let's just do this then. I don't want him to be able to copy this thing again. Let's crack this thing off and fuck it off. Okay, next turn we are allowed the Chrono. Could also Bob if he goes wide. Go stall though. Chrono should give me a location sooner rather than later.
Stop and smell the flowers.
Chrono looks good to me. A coil, you say?
For Artanis.
Getting a copy of the 1 file is not super cash money for me. Think this is location druid. Me, he's running Mista Vista, so he's not supposed to be, but he still could be a variation of it. He still could be running it, and he still probably has an OTK up his sleeve in 5 business days from now, but he shouldn't be too efficient with it. I think he's running the 9-9 that buffs with +3.
A true queen defends.
Okay, he does have the location package indeed. And he had the Eternity in hand, in deck that is. Oof. Well, good news is I get freeze a big man if he goes for a big man. He doesn't go for a big man. Okay, that's nice. Let's go with this first. Should I draw 3 right now? Even if we get a Colossus, it's not that big a deal. We still have another Chrono though, and only 2 Protoss cards left, so I'd rather not. This guy's pretty screwed if he does run the Pirate package, because we're really not going to be giving him small minions to fuck around with much. And also, I should be able to actually kill him in a couple of turns with the Chrono Lord. We are going to have 44-ish damage with the Colossuses. Next turn, Chrono into another location, and turn after I get the boost that ass. Hey there, Danny. How you doing, bud? How you doing? How you doing? I mean, honestly, I could have, but I didn't, just for the sake of this thing actually giving me a couple of things, which is probably not that important if we gotta be completely honest, but still. We don't really have any essential cards we won't be able to play on 3 business days, so who cares? If he does put the pressure on me, I could have had to use the Skater, but no such luck. Oopsie, not very quick this one. He ain't the quickest out of the lot. I'm not gonna attack here. Okay, so next turn we have 44 way things are. Yeah, we a savage. A savage of the atom kind. If I need one extra turn, I could just bob him and lock him out completely out of his next turn. He does supposed to have a 2-mana free damage spell though. He could kill something for himself. Okay, still dead though. Dangerous. Sporting 37, we're rocking with the 44. I don't even need the second location, honestly. Yeah, deck's still pretty busted. Deck's still pretty cracked. Broke his mother's back. Okay, what else should we play? What else should we take a whack at? McBanterface did really well with this Protoss Mage, so that's why I showcased it again. Updated version of it for the channel. Pretty sure I played a similar, if not the same version of it not too long ago, but still. Gotta keep them updates going for the decks. They still are working pretty swell, even in Top Legend.